Ahoy there, mateys. Welcome back to the room 2, where I'm afraid I have a little bit of bad news today. And that is that last night I sat down, made some good progress on the next chapter in this game, but most unfortunately had my webcam plugged in without realizing it. And sadly, when OBS detects that my webcam is plugged in, it automatically uses that as my primary mic. So none of the audio or footage was usable, but that's okay because I didn't get too far. It would have been a real pisser if I beat the game, so kind of glad that I logged off when I ran out of tea last night. So now I guess I'm going to jump back in and restart this chapter that probably looks very, very confusing from what you've seen right here. And I will walk us back and get back to where I was. Shouldn't be too long. Oh, that's a shame. Alright, well, at least I have footage of the previous chapter, which I'll put on screen right now. Because there was a very, very short chapter, like a 30-second chapter, where I was in a boat in the middle of the ocean. And all I did was, like, pick something up, and then there was a cutscene that played where I started walking towards this weird tower on an island. Also, there was a weird Lovecraftian tentacle Leviathan monster in the water. That was kind of spooky. And so, apart from that, it looks like we're really getting into the Lovecraftian chapter now, so I'll go ahead and catch us up to speed. There is this thing in the middle of this room. This room is like a octagon or something. And, there's this keyhole here that is obviously going to be manipulated, but I haven't done anything with that yet. There's these weird red sensors on the sides of the machine. Blah, blah, blah. I'm going to try to do things in the optimized order, if I can remember what that is. First thing we want to see is this strange little Cthulhu stuff over here. It's a dial with a weird black amorphous substance in the middle. But as we pull things around the slider as it goes to the sides, we see that each of these symbols actually correlates to a number. And then this last one here is just a triangle, so I'm not sure I understand that. It must be important for some reason, but I did not get that far. One of the handles is missing. Oh, I never noticed that. So it looks like we haven't even finished up with that thing yet. Okay. This is a strange little science fiction steampunk apparatus here for charging batteries. Let's see. I'm trying to think of what I need to do. I don't think there was any use for the spyglass in this chapter, this thing, as far as I got, so not too much going on there. Let's see. The first thing I need to do... Let's see. Star-shaped indentation. Oh, hold up. I never noticed this arrow the first time I played. Am I just supposed to pull that out? What's under the arrow? Alright, I'm sure it's nothing. Okay, here's the first thing that's easy to miss. There's a switch on the side of this drawer. I'm going to pull that, and then that thing's going to come open. Then I'm going to... Let's see, how do I do this? First, I should look at the contents of the drawer. There's a little bit of stuff to read in here. Okay. Part of a plaque that is missing. A flathead screwdriver. And an experiment log. Experiment 2.07, subject beta 4, Ratus ratus. I'm not sure if that's something's name or a Latin name or whatever. Subject necrosis significantly halted by premortem application of serum number 5, temporary musculature reflex restoration witnessed with postmortem electrical stimulation of range 75 to 85 MA, blah, blah, blah. I don't know what that means, but it sounds like the gist of it is that it's some sort of alchemical scientific research to make something that prevents tissue from dying. Organic tissue, I presume. So that's kind of cool. There's a seam right here. That's definitely going to open up, but I'm not sure how. I'm not sure if I did that last night or not. Okay, there's this thing over here. It's like a Thomas Edison kinetoscope, but we don't have any film for it yet, or a battery to power it. There's a mirror here. These mirrors are going to be an awesome puzzle. I gotta love these, but we're not going to play with that yet. There's just one thing that I seem to be missing, and I'm not sure where it is. If I take this and put it back in. It's something to do with numbers, I know that. But where were the numbers? Was it on this thing? Yeah, there's a little screw here. Flathead screw. Give it a twist. Don't mind the strange apothecary brain thing in there. I'm sure it's not important. Lefty-loosey. And we got a wooden box. And then this thing starts spazzing out. Don't know why. Doesn't change when I'm in dark sight. Okay, so this is a 3-digit combination box, and it's got 3 symbols on it, 2 S's, an S with a line through it, and then like a big and little T. So we're going to take that over to the weird, goopy, Lovecraftian disc over here, as one does. And we're going to do 1, 7, 3 is our combination. Okay. 1, 7, 3. Opens up and we get a battery. Alright, now time to start kicking things into maximum overdrive. Now, if you inspect this battery, you will see that it has a red light on right now, meaning that it is low battery. Fear not, because we can go right over here to charge this battery with this strange apparatus. So, plug it in. Give it an old crank on the trusty gizmometrometer here. Woohoo. Come on. Gotta go fast. Gotta go fast. Throw the switch. Kill that shit. Wizard 101 Thunder Snake sound effect. And now we have Pack-a-Punched battery. Okay. So, there's several items in this one that we want to use these old batteries on to power them. But the first that I noticed is this thing over here. This is some kind of circuit. And right now it's got the voltage. We're going to bring this over and connect it. And it powers up this thing. Now, this is like a laser with a spyglass coming through it. Simply enough, we just want to twist the focus knob until it's going all the way through. Release that. And now we get our mirror puzzle. God, if I don't love a mirror puzzle. They are the best. So we go into these little magnifying glasses, and we need to adjust it so we find our target. And our target is the little red sensor on the side of the box in the middle of the room. Naturally. If I could just find the right hitbox. There we go. So that shit lights up. That boy pops out the top. And now, the next part took me a while to solve. We want to take the star-shaped handle. And we want to do something with this thing right here. So I'm going to bring that star-shaped handle back over here, which I actually found pretty quickly. Props to myself. To twist this. The number changes to 2, I think. Yeah, now it's a 2. And since it's a 2, there's now a switch on this side. Flick both of those. This bad boy pops open over here. Throw that shit. And we get a weird taxidermy bug collection. Now, we're going to take a look at that in a second. There's some more important stuff here. First, we have a reel of a drum of images for a kinetoscope, which we have in the corner. But that needs a battery also to run. And a letter that is very precise. Kirkton Sanatorium. Dr. Professor Demon Falcon, while I don't doubt your altruistic motives, your sister's condition is not aided by her continued confinement to your estate. I beg of you to see Madame Lucy return to the sanatorium as early as can be arranged. Yours, Dr. Beckett. Now, Dr. Beckett knows what's good, because this guy can actually write a letter that exposes the lore quickly and to the point without taking up a full 2 minutes to read it. So, kudos to Dr. Beckett. We're going to be hearing more about those characters, Mr. Dave Montfalcon and his evil name. Just reminded me that there is another little experiment log over here. Experiment 1.27, Alpha 17, Lamprina aurata, subject and response to deployment of application of serum number 4 combined with electrical stimulation of range 10 to 100 MA, corpus degradation considerable with high amperage, blah 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 blah, conclude Coleoptera, unsuitable for further study. Okay, I'm not sure if there's anything important with that now. Could be later, we'll find out. Let's inspect this shit up here. So, there's a bug missing. If the label's correct, it should be a stag beetle. There's several bugs missing, in fact. Specimens missing. 4 total. We want to take a look at this bad boy up here. This is some kind of a specification number that you can't zoom in on. Oh, but he's got a mirror on him. I don't even think I noticed that last night. Yeah, I'm probably going to be shooting a laser at this guy. Okay, experiment 5.01, subject EH, upper right appendage, severed glenohumeral, blah, blah, blah. This is probably just going to be more boring words, so I'm not going to do that, but I'm going to hit the switch right here. That's pretty easy to miss. That cracks open. I get myself a large handle, and we are going to take that large handle. This is the part that stumped me the most last night. Probably took me 5 minutes to find this. And I'm going to plug it right into the side of this table. Give this bad girl a crank all the way around. Then I come to this point right here, stop it in place. Magnets or something will then allow me to pull this up, and a red crystal will appear underneath it. From here, I continue to crank it right into the line of sight of this laser beam, and then we've completed the next laser circuit. Awesome. that comes through. Now this shoots to another mirror over here. Hop into this bad boy. And beam it right onto the bug with the little glowy thing on it. That lights up. This pops open. And what's in here? Another battery. Okay, this is about where I left off last night. So hey, we got caught up pretty quickly. And no spoilers were used. I sourced, trust me, bro. Like, I swear, dude, I did not use any spoilers. Large rhinoceros beetle also. And down here, there's a couple of items, but I think the only one important is this experiment subject here. Cardiac viscous. Now, this one may at first glance look like it's just a nothing burger. Facsimile of life restored only with proximity to raw null. Interesting use of the null element. No further avenues, no way back. And then at the bottom, we have a handwritten scrawl, presumably of Dr. Montfaucon himself, reading, Dear Lucy, forgive me, I was too late. So that is pretty confirmed, obviously alluding to his sister Lucy, who we have learned was being interned at a sanatorium. So apparently he did something that makes him feel guilty about that. So I'm pretty sure we want to use this kinetoscope to charge up this drum thing over here, because like if I show you, this goes into place, that pops open, and it's a socket for a battery. Trouble is that this battery is also dead. And then when we come over here, blah blah blah, and pop it into this machine to charge it, things go a little wonky. Crank that soldier boy. And then throw the switch. And we blow a fuse. More Wisdom 101 noises. So, that is officially where I left off. We need to find a fuse to replace this one that just went kablooey. Where am I going to find such an instrument? No idea. Burned out fuse, I'll discard it. So, now we're into the real puzzle solving again. Somewhere in this laboratory there is a fuse. I need to find it. Alright. Now, a fuse is going to be hidden probably in plain sight. But I've also got that sinking feeling that it's going to be the sort of thing that's going to take me forever to find. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to find everything that can be interacted with and scrupulously examine every inch of it until we find something that we had not previously noticed. Sigh. Alright, you know what I think is going to happen now is that I'm going to get a hint. And that hint is probably going to be something mind-numbingly simple that I just did not think to do, because that's how this always seems to go. And gosh, I'm just curious at this point what I could be missing. It's like, okay, I can't solve your riddle. Tell me, I must know the answer. So let's see if I'm stupid or if it actually was something just really, really clever. Do any of the jars on the bottom shelf of the cabinet hold anything useful? Now hold the phone. I could have sworn I looked at the bottom shelves of every cabinet and was not able to interact with any of them. These shelves? Medicinal tonics. Okay, so Oh, you shrewd bastard. I can only interact with the lid. Oh, that's so shrewd. There's a piece of a broken plaque hiding in the jar. Alright, well, by process of elimination, I probably should have assumed that there would be something of value in this bottom part of the shelf other than just that letter. Damn, man. That was well hidden. You really gotta look for the texture in this game. Like, I'll still take the L. That was a spoiler I just got. But damn, if it doesn't... Oh, that was just well hidden. There's a lot of times where something is softly threaded, and it's difficult to tell. Now, I know that there's been several open plaque indentations around this map. Let's see if we can find them. This plaque is already here. I swear I was just looking at one. Oh, it's in the drawer, isn't it? Yeah. Here, nope. Okay, maybe we gotta transmogrify the drawer first, as Calvin and Hobbes would say. Is transmogrify a real word? A real word? I think I heard once that it is, but I don't know. Slap that bad boy in. Is that a fuse? Fuse looks like it's intact. Okay. So now we're back to where we left off. All because this crazy man hid a plaque inside of a jar. And that was an unforgiving hitbox, I will say. Okay. Fuse is in place. Flip that switch. Or do I just crank it? I guess I just crank it now. Alright, now we throw the switch. And the fuse blows again. Imagine. Alright, got our battery. Time for the kinetoscope. Now, I want to see how they do a puzzle with this, because I think that these are just such interesting little devices. Drum goes inside. Step into the viewer. Oh! That is freaky. Hang on, what if I watch that with the lens on? Yeah, something different is happening. Are those... Wait, those are two symbols on the thing, right? Oh, and I got a beetle for it. Okay. What do I... Aren't those symbols that appeared on the thing? One of them is like two arrows pointing down and to the left. Yeah, okay. So those symbols are 6 and 0, 60. Okay. I'm not sure what those are going to refer to, because as far as I know, there's nothing that actually has a current application. It's a creepy thing to make a kinetoscope of. I'm also probably miscalling it every time I try to speak about it, because it's either a kinetoscope or a kinetograph or something like that. Well, hey, we got another beetle. I don't know if anything will happen when we pop it in. Something is happening. Small metal handle. This is the second thing that goes on that machine. Okay, there's one beetle left, and it's in the thing in the middle of the room. God, bug taxidermy is so weird. Okay. Yo, what? What in the tic-tac-toe? Wait. Do I need to put 1 meter on each different thing? One on that, one on this? Whoa! That is what it was. That could have taken me a long time to figure out, but I kind of figured it easily enough. So, I just got a key out of the device. What is this weird conjuring mole? We'll probably come back to that. It's too creepy of a design to just use once, I feel. So, the key itself is in the shape of like an upside down double cross. So we want it to be that. Click. Oh, it doesn't match? Oh, it wants the arrowhead on top. There we go. Give her a twist. And we got our last beetle. A large stag beetle. Alright, now, something tells me that putting 9 beetles all in the same place is gonna do something dramatic. I'm hoping that another one of these workbenches in the room lights up. A new mirror. Alright, hold your horses. Let's adjust this mirror over here so that we hit that one. So take it a little bit down. And we're in. Is that what I wanted? Must be. And then there's a sensor on the thing in the middle of the room. This one right here. What is that? A lens that looks like it would fit an eyepiece. Is that gonna go on the... No, it wouldn't fit on the kinetoscope, I don't think. It's going on our thing. We just got a second layer of darksight? Oh shit. We can see stuff all around the room now that wasn't here before. Oh no, is this like algebra? I hope that that's not going to be important. It looks like some pretty intense math. Let's read this real quick. Hey, it's a letter from AS. We haven't heard from him in a while. Welcome. It seems to be my fate to be forever standing on the shoulders of greater men. Montfaucon's work here makes mine appear of that of a child, but he never cracked the final secret to the doors as I have. He carried with him the key all along, and he never realized. The soul is the root of the null. I know what that means, for sure. It comes down to a simple trade. Mine for hers and hers for yours. The heart is the seat of the soul. Travel well and don't look back. Whatever you see here, don't look back. Okay. Don't look back, he says. Oh, shit. There's just an overwhelming amount of words scrolled around this place. The only stuff that looks intelligible are these things at the wheels. But these aren't even the symbols that we saw before. What in the hell? What in the Scooby-Doo? We can look at this one too. It's got 3 dots in the middle. Can I crank this back around now? No. I was gonna say, because the one thing was lit up. Hey, this has a thing on it now. Okay, it makes sense now. So one of the symbols, according to this, is going to be on here. The other one on the other side of the room, what did it say? It was on the chalkboard. It's the one directly above it, actually. It's like the Illuminati triangle. And now, where's the last little sigil? It's over here, isn't it? There's something big underneath this. Well, I don't really know what that's about. Alright, feel like I should probably try to find out where it is, but once again, this is a 2 out of 3 variables confirmed puzzle, so there's nothing to stop me from guessing and checking them. So I think I might just see if I can get away with that. So, for starters, I realize now there's triple dots that are important here. Let's do one there, and then, hey, that worked. What do you know? Now what am I looking at? Some freaky shit. A rock that beats like a human heart. Shit's getting scary again. Dude, what? The room changed. Oh, God. Okay, so there's some sort of trapezohedron shard again in the middle of the room. I think I want that to be there. And this to be here. Is that game? Is that game, set, match? Am I... what? Run. Ooh, pretty. Ah, not so pretty. Game complete. Achievement unlocked, Wonders of Science and Master of the Room. Alright, let's be real, I don't understand a thing about what just happened, but hey, we beat the game, and wow, with a couple more spoilers than I would have liked. Congratulations, you've completed the room 2, where many have faltered, you've succeeded in discovering the many mysteries held within this most unique space. You fled the laboratory and escaped the confounded house where it all began. Quote, from Dr. Monfalcon, 19th November 1903. After much scientific study, I can only conclude that it is an absolute impossibility that the null sample under my custody is the only one in existence. It stands to reason that there must be a great number of somehow coordinated samples which exert some form of control over these curious events. Didn't catch a word of that. Awesome. If I had to pick a favorite chapter, I think it would probably be the naval one. I'm just a sucker for all things nautical. The vibes were really on point there. The ancient Aztec tomb one also was very cool, because woohoo, that was the one chapter I solved completely on my own. No spoilers necessary, so that was a fun mojo. The tarot card chapter was really hard. I would probably call that the hardest. And then this last chapter wasn't that difficult. Really, the only big stump in the middle of it was not clicking on that lid on the jar. I'm going to go ahead and continue, see if we get credits here. Thank you for playing. Thank you for playing and purchasing Room 2. Fireproof Games, small independent games developer. We truly believe in the power of word of mouth and goodwill from everyone who plays our games. So please let us know what you thought of the Room 2 by recommending it or writing a review on our Steam page. Well, I may not get around to writing the review on the Steam page because I'm a busy guy, but I will highly recommend this game and this series in general. That is 2 out of 2 Room games I've played. Both are up to my expectations. They are Jamie approved, and I want to say that if you want to go ahead and play yourself a fun mystery game and have a challenge, go play a Room game. They're really well-designed, fantastical, moody games with just puzzles. Don't have to worry about story. You don't have to worry about suspects. Just puzzles, puzzles, and more puzzles. And really difficult things to find and hidden object shit. Now, to get to the as promised debacle for this playthrough, I think we hit around 6 spoilers this game. Yikes. The channel rule is that ordinarily, per spoiler in a game that I am playing blind, I have to eat a hot pepper. But you know what? Those hot peppers have become hell on my stomach because they're incredibly dry. The seeds kill me, and I feel it for like 2 to 3 days after I eat them. So, 6 good things come in 6, bad things come in 6. And I think I have a compromise as to something I can do instead of 6 dry, horrible peppers. It's hot wings. We're doing 5 hot wings of the hottest spice that our local hot wing supplier has. This is 911 sauce. I've actually ordered the same kind from brands across the Midwest. I've only had like 1 or 2 before I had to tap out. It's pretty intense. And I've got 5 right here. So this place only gave them in orders of 5. They don't do 6, so thank God for small favors. I've got some water right here. This is for the spoilers in the Room 2. Great game. A little over my head when it came to it. So let's get through these as fast as we can. They are boneless, which allows me to burn through them faster. Halfway. River here wants a taste, but he doesn't know he's not getting into. Julian, get us the river cam.
Is it fun, Jamie?
No, it's not.
Why not?
I prefer this to the peppers because these aren't dry. In that sense, it's quite delectable, I will say.
Are they moist and flavorful?
Yes, they've got great flavor. A
What
little hard to appreciate.
What is the flavor? 911?
Uh-huh. It's like the sauce is domestically abusing my tongue.
I don't think you want this, River.
That's all 5. With no water either, but... Oh, it's taking its toll. No spoilers next time. Whew.
I'm glad I didn't play this game.